She didn't scream her prayer. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't even move her lips. But heaven heard her. This is the story of a woman who was mocked, misunderstood, and broken by years of waiting. A woman whose silent prayer shook the future of Israel. This is the story of Hannah. Long before kings ruled Israel, before David picked up a stone, before prophets thundered God's voice to the nation, there was a woman whose pain gave birth to purpose. Her story is found in 1 Samuel, but her struggle feels painfully modern. Unanswered prayers, public shame, private tears, and the haunting question, God, have you forgotten me? Hannah was married to a man named Elkanah. He loved her deeply, but love could not fix her greatest pain. Hannah was barren. In her time, barrenness wasn't just personal grief. It was public disgrace. People whispered, families judged, society assumed. God must be displeased with her. To make matters worse, Elkanah had another wife, Peninnah. And Peninnah had children, many of them. Every laugh, every child's cry, every celebration was a reminder of what Hannah didn't have. And Peninnah made sure Hannah never forgot. 1 Samuel 1 verse 6 tells us, her rival provoked her severely to irritate her because the Lord had closed her womb. Year after year, feast after feast, mockery after mockery, Hannah would sit at the table, food untouched, tears falling silently. Elkanah tried. He gave Hannah a double portion at sacrifices. He reassured her with words, am I not better to you than 10 sons? 1 Samuel 1 verse 8. But love, even sincere love, couldn't fill the empty place in her soul, because some pain only God can touch. Hannah didn't need comfort. She needed intervention. One year something changed. Instead of withdrawing, instead of weeping at the table, Hannah stood up. She walked away from the crowd, away from Peninnah's voice, away from human answers, and she went to the house of the Lord in Shiloh. There, she didn't pray pretty prayers. She prayed from her pain. 1 Samuel 1 verse 10 says, she was in bitterness of soul, and prayed to the Lord and wept in anguish. Her lips moved, but no sound came out. Her heart poured out what words could not carry. As Hannah prayed, Eli the priest watched her, and he made a terrible mistake. He assumed she was drunk. He rebuked her publicly, but Hannah, already broken, found strength to speak. No, my Lord, I am a woman of sorrowful spirit. I have poured out my soul before the Lord. 1 Samuel 1 verse 15. She wasn't drunk. She was desperate, and heaven was listening. Eli finally said, go in peace, and the God of Israel grant your petition. Something shifted. Before anything changed outwardly, Hannah changed inwardly. The Bible says Hannah ate again. Her face was no longer sad. Nothing had happened yet, but faith had been released. And not long after, God remembered Hannah. She conceived. She gave birth to a son, and she named him Samuel, meaning, I asked the Lord for him. Her shame turned into testimony. Her tears turned into laughter. Her silence turned into a song. But Hannah's story doesn't end with a miracle. It deepens with obedience. Years earlier, in her desperation, she made a vow. If you give me a son, I will give him back to you. And she kept it. When Samuel was weaned, Hannah took her miracle and placed him back into God's hands. She left her child at the house of the Lord, not because it was easy, but because faith isn't proven by what we receive. It's proven by what we're willing to release. Hannah didn't leave broken. She left worshiping. Her prayer in 1 Samuel 2 became prophetic, declaring how God lifts the humble and brings down the proud. After Hannah lifted her voice in praise, after she declared that the Lord raises the poor from the dust and lifts the needy from the ash heap, God was not finished with her story. The Bible tells us something powerful in 1 Samuel 2 verses 20 to 21. And Eli would bless Elkanah and his wife and say, May the Lord give you descendants from this woman for the loan that was given to the Lord. And they would go to their own home. And the Lord visited Hannah. so that she conceived and bore 3 sons and 2 daughters. The woman once called barren became abundantly fruitful. The woman once mocked was publicly honored. God did not just give Hannah Samuel. He gave her more children, 3 sons, 2 daughters, 5 living testimonies that God restores beyond what was lost. And the child she surrendered? Samuel grew to become a prophet, a judge, the man who anointed kings. Hannah's silent prayer shaped a nation. And while Samuel grew in the presence of the Lord, Hannah grew in joy, peace, and fulfillment. Her story became proof of this eternal truth. When God answers your prayer, He doesn't stop at enough. He blesses with overflow. Hannah asked God for 1 child, but God gave her a legacy. If you are waiting, if you are misunderstood, if your prayers feel unheard, remember Hannah. God hears prayers whispered through tears. God honors faith forged in pain. And God never forgets a soul that trusts Him. If this story touched your heart, like this video, subscribe for more Bible stories that strengthen your faith, and share this with someone who's still waiting on God. Your breakthrough might be closer than you think.